time is it? Oh no, it's stream time and I'm comedically sitting here playing Super Auto Pets. That's not Pathfinder. All right. Hi guys, what's up? Super Auto Pets, best there is. Can't wait to see you. Yeah, those are the new monsters. They're even levelable. Yeah, it's actually a new, it's the new Kingmaker expansion. Dude, I love Super Auto Pets. Expect a Super Auto Pets stream sometime soon. Why have you stopped? Because if I played any more, half of the stream would leave, and I need ad revenue. Hello, thank you, Rick, for the blonde hair compliment. I appreciate it. Music, you can go away. Goodbye. And that means I don't need these. Beep. Beep, beep. My players will farm so many cows. No, because then the players can drink their milk and gain bonus damage and hit points. It's OP. I mean, I know it's a level 5 creature, but still, being able to give +1 to damage and +2 hit points twice whenever you farm a cow, that's insane. Oh, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a great night. What's up, Mabs, Mari, Nicholas, Rick, Brian, Awesome, Eventide, Gamer Milk. My hair is different. It's true. I've only uploaded like one video with this hair, and I think I was wearing a hat in it. So yeah, hair is big, beautiful blonde baby boy. All right. So welcome everybody to the live stream of the first impressions of Pathfinder Lost Omens Monsters of Myth. I'm super excited. I have looked at this book, but not much. I've looked at like some of the art, and I wanted to see what the highest level creature was. What's up, Jay? Is this book about Lorenzo? Not a lot of crunch. There's a little bit of crunch, but it is like 60-40, I think. Maybe 70-30. I'm fantastic, Mari. I'm super excited to look at some big, beautiful monsters. Also, if those of you here were not in the Wrath of the Righteous live stream, first off, you're missing out. Every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we play Wrath of the Righteous. I'm enjoying it. I'm going back on what I've said. I might make a follow-up review if I finish the game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the new characters after the prologue. So every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are streaming Wrath of the Righteous. But if you weren't in that stream, you didn't get to see my beautiful, 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 beautiful mug. Oh, I can turn that off. That's not important for this stream. Also, wholly out of focus. Can you... Hello? Hello? I'm here? Camera? Yes? Hello? I'm right here, camera. Camera? Hello? There we go. We fixed it. We don't want any spoilers. Totally fair abandonment. Jadakiss in shorts. Core book or bestiary? What do you mean? Anyway, sorry. Yo, it's a mug. My friend got me this for Christmas. I love it. And this thing is massive. Yo, Haley, what's up? Good to see you. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is as big as my head, and it's full of alcohol. I mean, it's alcohol. It's 8%. And sorry, I know Eventide asked. No holiday drink today. Just White Claw Surge. This is my go-to drink if I just need to die. Of course, this is all not alcohol. It's all advertiser appropriate. It's just kombucha. It's actually just kombucha. Gotcha! Kombucha, Pink Lady Apple. Gotcha. This stuff is so good, by the way. Mama Church when? I planned for it this week, and then this week got away from me, and I decided to do a lot of live streams because I've been really enjoying live streams. Seriously, if you guys haven't been there for the live streams, you're missing out. Chat's awesome. I'm awesome. The games are awesome. Some really funny stuff happens. It's been great. But we are here. It's adult soda, exactly. It is time to look at some Monsters of Myth. Also, how many people we got in here? I'm curious. We broke 100 viewers. Let's go. But I only see 25 likes on the video, so kind of cringe. Remember to like the video, y'all. All right. I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any big spoilers. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you to my patrons. It sounded sarcastic, but it really wasn't. Right. Look at these things. Look at this. That's a lion with like spider eyes. I have no idea what to expect from this. I know there's kaijus. Few monsters are truly legendary. And yeah, so I know that this is like mostly some monster stat blocks and a bunch of lore. I'll probably just go over the stat blocks. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Jay, you were there, but 0 dislikes. 0 dislikes. 100 likes and I'll drink hot sauce? Tell you what, Mello. 100 likes and I'll take a sip of my beverage. I think that's tough, but I think I can go with that. The story's contents can hold a number of other creatures of legend. Are these not in the first owlbear? The result of an arcane experiment in ages past, the first owlbear still roams the forest of Avestan? Really? I didn't know the first owlbear existed. I didn't know there was a first owlbear. Comprised of bears, giant... Oh!
That's so cool.
And Blazing's here to drop the donos. Cheers to you, mate. It better be a big heckin' sip. Oh, it'll be a slurper. Eat some... Oh, it's a myth? Well, I guess all of these are myths. They can or can't be real. The first owlbear travels with an ever-changing family. That's so fascinating. I might use that. Where is it supposed to be? Avestan? Wait, Avestan? I think that's where my... No, I'm thinking of Andoran. Where's Avestan? Avestan is... this whole place is Avestan. The whole northern reach of the Inner-Sea region is Avestan. Okay. Interesting. Maybe it'll slide into my player's campaign. Who knows? Like a whole campaign about the hunt for the first owlbear. I'll probably make it an offshoot, like a side quest. That sounds like a perfect side quest, especially if I can tie it into one of the players' backstories. That'd be cool. The Juggerloath, Massive Bulat, and Lamashtu's Herald Yathasmari. This massive spiked creature weighs over 100 tons. Are these things in this book? I don't think they're... 100 likes in the next 5 minutes on this stream. I'll make this my Twitter profile picture for a week. 100 likes in the next 5 minutes, and this is my Twitter profile for the next week. Oh my god. Let's go. The Aina Morin. It's an actual Yeti? Oh. I am Aina Morin. My people are the Salmankar, though such was not always our name. That's a lot. Shrine to Salmankar? What? My mother's mother, Aktamurin, knew that this could not be allowed. I'm not going to read all the lore, because that would take forever, and I'd only get through like 3 creatures. But what are you? Is it a Yeti? Or is it a Yeti people? Ainumorin may be the last Salmankar alive on Golarion. Interesting. If any more even still exist, they are most likely living deep in the heart of the crown of the world. Even magic like endure elements can't provide protection? What? I didn't even know there was a place that cold on Golarion. That's amazing. I see no difference. Are we actually all about to hit 100? Oh my god, you guys are great. The Curse Bearer. Like all Salmankar, Ainumorin is a large, muscular humanoid with large horns atop his head. So yeah, Yetis. Thick, white fur covers everywhere except his face, hands, and feet, which reveal darker skin beneath the fur, covered in an intricate pattern of stylized runes. Unlike other Salmankar, Ainumorin possessed not 2, but 4 long horns, jutting from his head like a primal crown. The large magical great axe he carries bears intricate stylized runic patterns. Ooh. Yo! Is that boy? He's covering the freaking the chapters. He's in the way. I can't read this, but I can still highlight it. Do not cross the crown of the world. Here's the thing. You say only level 14, but when like a god is level 25, a strong Yeti definitely shouldn't be more than 14. I would imagine it more like a Herald of Ymir. Ainumorin is marked by the runes of the Salmankar, a gift tied to their ancient curse. Ainumorin gains a +1 to saving throw against evil and he's chaotic neutral. Why does he get saves against evil and necromancy? He can sense the presence of evil undead as a pervasive taste of oily corruption. This is a vague sense. Okay. So you can tell if you're evil just by smelling you and tasting the air around you. Ainumorin can hide and sneak during even light snowfall, even if it wouldn't be thick enough to grant concealment. Wow. That's big. Okay, cool. They remind you right here of that effect. Huh. What a pretty boy. Xiaobei, he's a good boy. He does just kind of look sad, don't he? He really kind of looks sad. Did we hit 100 likes? Come on, guys. 13 likes. and it'll be my profile picture for a week. Blizzard Evasion. If Aina Morin takes at least 40 points of damage from a physical attack and isn't currently discorporated, he can turn into a blizzard? And can fly? The first time each round that Aina Morin enters another creature's space, they take cold damage or be what? Can he attack while he's incorporeal? But the only action he can take is to fly. Okay. Interesting. So this dude's just got a get out of jail free card. Straight up. His horns, good damage. How much does his Great Axe do? Plus 29. Honestly, I expected more from the Great Axe. Blizzards, what flavor? We're already at... Oh my god. Alright, I'll do it live if it happens. It's gonna happen. It's become Snowswarm. He can only summon cave bears or woolly rhinos. He's adorable. Why is he such a good boy? Curse of the Salmon Car. Once per day for 2 actions, he activates the runes covering his body to create an icy prison around a huge or smaller creature. The prison is a sphere made of unmelting ice. The target and any creature sharing its space must attempt a DC 34 reflex save. A creature that fails becomes trapped inside the prison. The dome has AC 10, hardness 20. It's immune to cold, critical hits, and precision. Oh. And it just lasts forever. Until he dies or uses it again. Is that 100 likes? That's 101 likes. But hold on, I'll change it, hold on. But oh my god. That's permanent. Like, unless you... I mean, sure, doing more than 20 damage on a hit isn't that hard. Depending on the weapon you have. But, like, if your rogue gets stuck inside, they can't use precision damage. They can't sneak attack their way out of this. Wow. I mean, what's nice is if you're fighting this thing, you're going to be critting. The dome only has an AC of 10. So you're going to be critting this thing. But, wow, that's brutal. Alright, I have a promise to fulfill. Where is he? There's the good boy. Alright. Here we go. Let's do this. I will take my snipping tool. New. Boop. Save as. Yeti boy. Let's go to Twitter. Profile. This is my first time changing my profile picture in 2 years, by the way. And Yeti boy. It's so perfect. Yeti boy. Save. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just so you can see, let's see. Window capture, Google Chrome. There you go. There's Yeti boy. He's here. He's here to say. Oh wait, it said it can't be crit? Oh, okay, that's a lot harder. Alright, Yeti boy is there. Oops. What have I done? I've deleted the world. However. There we go. Perfection. Yep, 1 week. So I can't change it till next Wednesday. So saith I, my own worst enemy. This guy's cool. The Ainumorin is awesome. I didn't expect to see that as the first creature. I didn't know there was like a legendary Yeti. It's the legendary Super Yeti. Yo, welcome, Hunter. Good to have you. Just came and saw this. You came at the right time, Diamond. We're already above 100. I just changed it, Zan. Yeah, no, it's basically me. I mean, me and Ainumorin, basically twins. Basically twins. All of these are going to be used as witch patrons. Dude, I bet each of these could be a witch patron. He has an archetype? The Ainumorin has an archetype? Salmon Car can initiate a member of another ancestry into their pact, imbuing the creature with their power and their curse. Over time, this pact slowly changes the initiate internally and sometimes externally as well. As the initiate's mind adapts to this knowledge and power, their body sometimes evolves in kind, sprouting horns, gaining heightened noses, and growing taller and more muscular. Oh my god. This is so cool. What? You can become chosen by the Yeti. Prerequisites: Erutaki or giant language, trained in nature, must have earned the trust of a Salmon Car, which can probably only be the Aina Morin, because he's supposed to be the only one. You befriended one of the last Salmon Car and were infused with a fraction of their power, granting you the potential to become a guardian of their ancient pact. You gain cold resistance equal to half your level. You can hide and sneak while it's snowing even lightly. Finally, all Salmon Car can sense the mark of their pact upon you. Dude, so if there are more Salmon Car out there in your world, if you find them, they can basically just be like, you are one of us. We smell your tattoos. So they're indifferent instead of unfriendly. That's awesome. Oh, that's cool. What is Ice Crafter? You become trained in crafting or expert if already trained. You gain magical crafting. You can craft permanent items out of ice instead of metal? What? And they're cold iron? Oh, but the wielder takes 1 damage each round. But if you already have resistance from your archetype, you're fine. So you can't like necessarily make them for your allies, but you can wield them totally fine. At level 4, you've got cold resistance too. This doesn't deal you any damage. That's so neat. Is there any good lore master for Pathfinder? What do you mean lore master, Ghost? Yeah, one of the last is believed. Yeah, that's true. Dude, this archetype is amazing. Holy cow. I love Ice Crafter. You can literally have like dual daggers that are just basically icicles. Oh. Crown of the Salmon Car. Your body begins to evolve and adapt, taking the first steps toward blending your very self with the ancient curse of the Salmon Car. You become larger and bulkier, pushing the very edge of height and weight for your size. Okay, so you don't become large. You just become the biggest possible medium, or small, depending. Excuse me. You gain scent as an imprecise sense with a range of 30 feet, +1 to stealth checks in forest or snow. Horns that deal 1d8 bludgeoning? You're telling me these deal bludgeoning? You're telling me these deal bludgeoning damage. Do his deal bludgeoning? Why are they dealing bludgeoning damage? Shouldn't they be piercing? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. That feels like you would be goring them. Like a ram. Yeah, when you ram something, straight through. Using the side, maybe. I'm surprised they don't have, I feel like they should at least have versatile piercing, you know? Are ram's horns bludgeoning? Someone talk about monster lore or game lore. I'm trying to get into Pathfinder. I like to listen to monster lore for campaigns. Unfortunately, not quite yet. There is a few out there. Off the top of my head, I'm struggling to recall. But yeah, there's not a lot of Pathfinder lore out there on YouTube or anything yet. Curved ram horns. Okay, interesting. They do have shove and trip, which is cool. Frostbite runes, same thing. +1 status bonus to saving throws against evil and necromancy. You can sense evil. You deal an additional 1 cold damage with ice-crafted weapons. Oh, that's just neat. It's not good, you know, for a level 12 feat that gives you +1 damage, but it's neat. Sir Vertigo does lore? Cool. Something more settings could use is the unreliable narrator thing. What's that? Can I see the Wendigo? Yeah, Wendigos. That's not unlike it. It's just this one's like more of a willing Wendigo. Bludgeoning makes sense to me. He stands on 2 feet, so he'd be trying to stab with those horns would be awkward. That's true, depending on his target. Curse of the Salmon Car. For 2 actions, you activate the runes on your bot. Oh, you get the dome. You get the dome. Oh, you get the dome. That's so cool. Exact same ability. That's great. Strap an ice spear to your horns. Bam, piercing. Bound in ice. You get that too. You get the ability to dissolve into a flying... Ah! This is so cool. You just become Aina Morin. You literally get all of his abilities from this archetype. This is the coolest thing, and I want more of it. There's a little bit like it in the Battle Zoo Bestiary, but that's for more general monster stuff. I want more monster archetypes where you get abilities that monsters have, like very specific, unique abilities. I think it's amazing. Unreliable narrator is a writing method in which a book is written through the lens of a biased character that exists within the setting itself.
I'm not able to think of a good message to put here.
Thank you.
So I'm just putting random words here.
I can't
Anyway,
hear the
keep up
text
the
to
good
speech
work.
without my headset. I'm not able to think of a good message to put here, so I'm just putting random words here. Anyway, keep up the good work. Thank you, Fulbright, for the 1127. I think that might be... I don't know if you actually donated exactly 1127, in which case I love your creativity, or if it's auto-converting the amount of money donated. Either way, thank you so much. Very generous. What book is this, Java Huji? This is Monsters of Myth. It's all about legends and mythological creatures in the Pathfinder world. It's super cool so far, and we're still on the first one. That's too neat. That's so cool. So confused there for a second. At this point, you're a higher level than him. But I'm wondering, could a level 16 character take him on solo? Who is this good boy? Who is this good boy? He's so cute. Quetzalcoatl? Is this related to a Quetzalcoatl? Wendigos in real life are always willing? Oh, okay. So Wendigo is the first you become afflicted through cannibalism, but you either die or keep eating. Interesting. I watched as panic set upon Imictal's face. He was beaten and he knew it. Though he had met his defeat, Imictal refused to stop fighting. He called out to his beast, "Do not let them take me, Quetzalcoatl! I shall not grant them a true victory this day. Feast upon me and deny them their glory." I looked to Aerodin, who seemed more intrigued than shocked, a fitting response from the man I had grown to know these past years. Swifter than the wind, the beast set upon Imictal and swallowed him whole, breathing out another gout of flame as it did. There were no screams, only a battle cry that grew muffled as Quetzalcoatl gulped the man down, and then silence. The beast looked at us. It almost had a smile in its eyes, as if it knew something we didn't. An excerpt from Erasni's research journal from her time in Jolispan. That's the thing. That's an interesting name drop of Aerodin. So I think that's Aerodin right there, or at least it's supposed to be. I can't tell. I thought this is just a scene with a Quetzalcoatl. But yeah, no. So this is from a long time ago if Aerodin was still alive. I'm wondering. All right, I'm making a prediction based on this lore segment. This creature will have the ability to swallow someone and spit them back out for protection. I believe it will be able to eat you, run away, and spit you back out somewhere. Oh, God. All right, hold on. This one I think I'm going to have to voice act, because this is all quotes. Grandpa, tell us the story of the Army of Fire again.
Artimo, you and your sister must have heard this story 12 times already. Are you sure you want to hear it again?
Yes, please. It's our favorite.
Very well. Thousands of years ago, after the saints had left Shopatl, no one was left in the Nazpa that had seen the first living stories arrive. There was a man in Razatlan by the name of Imictal. He was a man with hate and evil in his heart, and he believed that the These names are difficult for my Razatlani people had been wronged by both the saints and the rest of the people of Arcadia. Imictal believed himself the savior of Razatlan and intended to return to Arcadia to the time when Razatlan ruled all. Imictal gathered an army to help him conquer Arcadia. Some of these people were wicked and hateful like him, but others were fearful of the changing world and found Imictal's words comforting. Others yet joined him with a sense of loyalty to... This accent I have chosen makes it so impossible to say Razatlan. Eventually, Imictal's army numbered in the thousands, and they began their attack on Arcadia. Many brave souls fought against Imictal's army, and as his forces dwindled, he soon realized he would not have the forces he needed to conquer Arcadia. With that fear in his heart, he called for help. His call went out to the gods, and the first to respond was Apuk. The destroyer sensed Imictal's fear and offered him relief. Apuk would grant Imictal an army capable of conquering Arcadia in exchange for full control of his soul. Worried that he would fail, Imictal agreed. Apuk unleashed a blaze that burned away Imictal and his forces, and they were reborn. He was now Imictal, the General of Flame, and his forces were the Army of Fire. As an extra gift, Apuk took the ashes of Imictal and his army's mortal bodies and pressed them in his hands. When he opened them, out came a terrible beast made of flame, Quetzalcoatl, the burning dragon. Quetzalcoatl became Imictal's fiery steed, and the general led the invigorated Army of Fire to continue conquering the lands. Eventually, Imictal and his army marched on Jolispan.
Apuk is an IRL god. He is, isn't he? That's a Mayan god, isn't it? Isn't that the Mayan god of death? I've never even heard of Arcadia. Imictal sought to burn down the Kumaru tree and make a decisive strike against Arcadia. However, he did not expect to meet his match this day. Before he could reach the city, he was stopped by Erasni, the Crimson Usher, and Aerodin, the visitor, who boo, boo,
and the stinky, you mean?
Now, Jimela, Erodin was a great ally to Arazni that day. Let's not forget it. The two fought Imigdal and used their magics to destroy much of the army of fire. It was clear to all that the Imigdal would fall that day, most of all to Imigdal himself. As I said before, Imigdal was a hateful and evil man, but most of all he was fearful. Imigdal was so afraid of failure that he turned to Quetzalcoatl and demanded that the dragon eat him. For Imigdal preferred to be eaten than to lose to Arazni and Erodin. Quetzalcoatl, loyal beat that it was, ate Imigdal in one bite, spear and all. Arazni then took her blade and cut down Quetzalcoatl, but Imigdal had already been burned away by his stomach by then. I'm going to amend my previous assumption that it eating you was safe. There was nothing left of Imigdal, and thus was the end of the first army of fire.
Hooray! Yay, Arazni! Now tell us about when you saw the army of fire, Grandpa.
I will tell you this story in the... How long is this? Oh my god, it keeps going. Oh my god, it keeps going. Alright, we're done. There's so much lore. There's so much lore. And another reason I'm not going to read all of it is to give you an incentive to, purchase the book yourself. If you want the lore, check it out. This stream is mostly going to be about mechanics. Holy cow. Yeah, Apuk, god of death. That's true. I think there are Egyptians. How many likes for you to read it all? Not enough. So this is what I love going forward. I never read one of these, but this gives you ideas on how to use each of these monsters in your campaigns, which I think is so cool. Like, if you're in a low-level campaign, 1 to 7, Quetzalcoatl is too fearsome a foe for low-level characters to face. But that doesn't mean they can't help. Protect the innocents, protect key locations from destructions. PCs might need to help shore up defenses against the attack or put out fires that Quetzalcoatl creates. So, it's really interesting. Ooh, a powerful foe could slay Quetzalcoatl and claim the Spear of the Destroyer's Flame and the army of fire within it. Oh. Living wildfires, striding fires, yeah. So this is really, really cool. Lots of campaign inspiration, which I'm a big fan of. Beyond just normal lore and stuff being given to the players and the GMs, I love when they're like, here, GM, here's how you could use this. Spell shots come from Arcadia. Oh, cool. I always want to use high-level monsters, but can't use them in a level 3 campaign. Yeah, that's one thing I've never done, and I need to try it at some point, is using a monster that the party has no hopes of beating, but the NPCs can fend it off while the players assist them. They assist them in just helping the city survive. Dude, Mesoamerican mythology and stuff like that is all fascinating to me. I want to learn more about Mayan mythology, absolutely. But just like Spanish culture, Mexican culture, all of that, especially with how they honor the dead, is so fascinating to me. I really want to research that more. And by saying that, I know I will never take the time to research that. The monster guns are the first and original guns of Golarion. I still need to review those. I'm so sorry for not putting those in my firearms review. All right. Those stories call it the Burning Dragon. Quetzalcoatl is a unique creature with no draconic heritage. Okay, but he's a good boy, though. He's neutral evil. He's a good boy. Just remake Zora Magdaros. Exactly. The problem with putting any monster in your campaign which is too strong for PCs is players will try to kill them even when NPCs say you can't. True. That is where you as a GM need to have ideas and plans that make it so the monster does not kill their character. For example, the character might be so low level that is inconsequential to the creature and it slaps them aside, downs them, knocks them unconscious, but does not actively try to murder them, kind of thing. Quetzalcoatl, follower of the flame, recognizes the might of the wielder of the spear. Can we talk about... Quetzalcoatl recognizes the might of the wielder of the spear of the destroyer's flame. Out of its respect for that strength, it follows the commands of the spear's wielder and can understand the wielder. That's cool. Of course, it can see through smoke. Creatures that end their turn in a 5-foot emanation take 4d6 fire damage just passively. Sucks to be you, close range fighters. Let's see. Jaws, claws, tail, and horns. For not being a dragon, this thing sure is pretty dragon-like. It can fly. Wait, this thing can fly? Did it have wings? This good boy didn't have wings. How does this thing fly? Unless that's a wing right there? How do you fly? God, he's so cute.
Anyway. We had something like that when an undead colossus attacked the town in the swamp. Our players had to light all the sconces to give light to the archers that shot its eyes. Love it. That's perfect. And then, like, add some enemies, like, that are guarding the sconces, you know? Still give them something to fight off, but they just can't take on the big thing. Nobody can. Things don't need wings to fly in myths. See Chinese... Fair. Chinese dragons, really good example. All right, I give you that one. It rotates and uses its frills. He just blasts the ground. So Ketsamon Quali. Oh wait, there was something else there. Breath weapon. Ketsamon Quali unleashes a blast of fire that deals 12d10 in a 50-foot cone. That's so wide. 50 foot is so wide. And take 1d12 persistent fire. Burning venom? Oh my god, this thing's venom does poison and fire damage. I love that. Oh my god. Oh. Double sting. Makes 2 tail attacks for 1 action, and they're both at full bonus. That's so brutal. Like, sure, they have to target different creatures, but that's 2 attacks at plus 31. Each one can give the venom. It doesn't do much of base damage, but it's so good. Impaling charge. It strides and attempts a horn strike. On a hit, the target becomes impaled by one of Ketsamon quality. Did it have a horn? Sorry to keep going back up here. Did it have horns? What horns? What do you mean? It doesn't have horns. How can it impale you on horns? It doesn't have horns. You can be like, oh, I can fly without wings, but can it gore without horns? Maybe that's not him? Maybe? No, that's him. He doesn't have horns. Elbows? Those are spikes, not horns. He's not going to charge like this. Elbow horns. I think this is different. I don't mean this in an offensive way, but it does feel like they copy-pasted the dragon template and ran from there. As much as they're like, oh, he's not a dragon at all. They're like, okay, we'll copy-paste the dragon with the breath weapon and the flight speed and all that. Replace the frightening presence with searing skin. But, like, I don't know. This is weird to me. It doesn't... It specifically says it impales them on the horn. What is it sticking them on? Wow, I'm reading too far into this. Think it means tails? Maybe, but the tails are the tail, not the horn. It doesn't have horns. Because it doesn't have horns. There's not a female, or there's no male or female, Matthias. This is a one-of-a-kind creature. It was created by a god, a single one. I guess a horned lizard has horns that aren't on its head? Oh, that's just funny to me. Alright, that's a lot of information about the Spear of the Destroyer's Flame. I think the face is just super spiky, so it just runs into you and you just get stuck on its face like a reverse porcupine. This +3 major striking, greater flaming, returning speed long spear is edged with several razor-sharp obsidian blades. Thrown 30-foot weapon trait with reach. While holding it, you have fire resistance 20. When you critically hit, the target takes 2d8 persistent fire in addition to the damage from greater flaming. That's insane. All creatures adjacent to the creature, when it takes the fire damage, take an equal amount. Like the fire damage from the greater flaming, ignores a creature's fire. This is insane. This is crazy. Yeah, full control of the Army of Fire. As noted on page 17. If you are within 1 mile of the Army of Fire, the army all gains plus 10-foot bonus to their movement speed. Oh my god, any member of the army within 100 feet become quickened. And they remain quickened for a minute? Oh my god. As long as the Army of Fire can see and hear the Commander of Flame, the army will follow the Commander's orders. Don't give this to your players. Oh my god, don't give this to the players. Don't give your players a massive Army of Fire. What happened to my hair? Yeah, I love it. And she does too. Reminds her of the 90s. That's crazy. Activate 1 minute once per day. You attempt to tie your soul to the spear. If the current Commander of Flame still lives, Attempt a will save, diplomacy, intimidation, or warfare lore check. The DC is equal to the current commander's will, diplomacy, intimidation, or warfare, whichever is highest. On a success, you become the commander of Flame. On a failure, the commander knows your name and is aware of you. Oh my god. That's so cool. You fail that roll, they're coming after you. If the commander of Flame doesn't hold the Spear of the Destroyer's Flame for 1 week, it returns to Quetzalcoatl's gut, instantly teleporting to the creature's location. If Quetzalcoatl is dead at the time, the Spear also resurrects the creature. Oh. Well. Yikes. And it's not even like, oh my god. So let's say your players have it and it gets stolen from them and they can't find it. The person doesn't try to attune to it. They just steal the spear. The spear will vanish and Quetzalcoatl will resurrect. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great finale builder. Absolutely. You can spend 1 hour to muster the army of fire. You can choose to either call the army of fire to your location or move yourself to the army's location. When calling the army, you select an area you can see within 500 feet. The army is instantly teleported there. Oh, so there is a way to stop it. If the army of fire is destroyed and the commander of flame is slain with the spear, then the spear shatters into a massive explosion of flame, dealing 20 d10 fire damage in a 30-foot burst. The commander's soul burns away to nothing, destroying the commander forever and releasing the bound souls of the army of fire to the river of souls. That's so cool. They added a way to stop it. Yeah, that's BBEG territory. Yeah. This commander with his pet Quetzalcoatl, what's almost terrifying is they don't give you the commander. They give you the pet and tell you that whoever has this spear is the commander. That's amazing. That's a whole campaign. That is an entire campaign. That's amazing. What is this? Disturbing Krampus? Desert's Howl. The creature first appeared for a few hours each night, trailing us from afar. With a silhouette like an oryx, we had a good laugh that had startled us. As it departed, our dreams became filled with increasingly oh, we got a dream attacker. Is this just the Pokemon Hypno? The malevolent and ageless creature known as Desert's Howl has haunted the Thuvian desert for over 3,000 years. Okay. Okay, lots of coated necklaces. There's what I'm loving about this book, and I can tell even without reading all of it has built-in campaign use. Krampus. Oh, that's right. Krampus is in Bestiary 3. Interesting. Like they give you information and even like magic items on how to add them and use them in your campaign. You want to make your BBEG even more terrifying? Give them that spear. Seriously, what have you missed? Oh, you've missed a lot, Ezra. You've missed a Yeti. You've missed a good fire dog. Actually, is that it? Have we only done those two? I think we've only done two. Oh my god. Am I forgetting one? Or is that it? Wow, we've only done two. There's so much. Yeah, Blazing Glory. Look up Krampus, Archives of Nethys, Pathfinder 2. You'll see it. Is it basically a desert Baku? Let's find out. So. Oh. That's actually really intimidating. That's actually horrifying. Okay. Desert's Howl is a towering gray abomination with a shape vaguely similar to that of a bearded man with glowing yellow eyes, long ibex horns, deadly black claws, and cloven hooves. That also sounds like Krampus. These features have sometimes caused those who encounter it to mistake it for some kind of fiend, a fatal mistake likely to lead to their demise, as Desert's Howl is in truth a twisted aberration composed of a disgusting mix of nightmares, smoke, and ash. As such, holy water that might have effect against fiends has no effect on Desert's Howl. He's not a fiend. What? Desert's Howl enjoys the steady buildup of fear that this approach allows, potentially breaking its victim's resolve. Oh, God. Oh. Ooh. This is a from level 1. This thing stalks the party and is secretly the big bad guy at the end. Or just a big boss fight. Ooh. Ooh, I love it. Hey, we're not an hour in yet, Hunter. Also, these monsters are way bigger. They're all endgame monsters. What are you? Can observe any frightened creature within 120 feet using an incredibly accurate sense of psychic smell. I just really like the term psychic smell. However, its fear scent extends further if the creature was frightened by Desert's Howl. The taste of such a bouquet of fear in the air becomes irresistible and easy for Desert's Howl to detect, like a shark smelling blood. Desert's Howl can sense a creature frightened by its own fear effects up to a mile away. Stop looking at me. Stop. I can smell you. That's a Morgan Freeman reference, right? Like a Morgan Freeman parody. I can smell you. Regeneration 30, deactivated by cold, immune to emotion, fear, sleep, and control. Interesting. New profile pic. I think I've met people who have a psychic smell. Ooh, that smell. I can literally smell your fear. Desert's Howl exudes a massive psychic disturbance many miles away from its location, assaulting the minds and spirits of those who dare to sleep within the unsettling bounds of its aura of agony. Creatures that attempt to rest while they're within this emanation are beset by disturbing nightmares and hallucinations. This restlessness causes creatures to wake up fatigued, and they don't recover by resting. Ooh! And they can't reduce frightened. Ooh! Ooh! That's terrifying. I love it. Know that karaoke stream? Fun fact. Well over a year ago, when No Not Ones was still starting out, I did a charity karaoke stream. Went over pretty well. It was mostly close friends and families, and a few people showed up. I don't know. I doubt there's anyone in here who remembers that. That was like 4 or 5 months into the No Not Ones channel. I still have it on my saved live list. It was fun though. Speaking of word senses, I'm right now trying to get into my game that my players have tremor and spirit senses in the group. Dude, tremor sense is so cool. Putrid Evanet. First off, a 90-foot frightful presence. Oh my god. That's 90 feet in all directions. Yo, what's up, Doctor? Good to see you, man. Once per minute, if he is damaged, he bursts into a cloud of smoke, ash, and nightmares, becoming invisible and teleporting. It becomes invisible and teleports? It has an ability called Nightmare Fuel. Hold on. This thing has an ability called Nightmare Fuel. Oh my god. The Aura of Agony has a 10-mile radius. The Frightful Presence is only 90 feet. It really is the Boogeyman. Even though I think the Boogeyman already exists in like Bestiary 1 or 2. I think it's Bestiary 2. It has you can just cast Dimension Door. You can just cast Dimension Door? Is that at will? It doesn't say it will. But it doesn't say per day. What is 9th level Dimension Door? I'm just curious. I need what is 9th level Dimension Door? Oh, it doesn't get heightened past 5th. But it can teleport up to a mile. Alright. Just teleport up to a mile. A lot of demons can cast Dimension Door? Yeah. That's big spooky. Hallucinatory terrain, and this is the Boogeyman's boss. Forlorn Howl. For 3 actions, Desert's Howl vents a long and desolate wail. Everything about this thing is full of nightmares and despair. The devastating howl can be heard up to 1 mile away under the open sky. Any creature who hears it experiences a sudden sinking in its stomach and heart palpitations. It comes down with a case of the vapors. If you succeed, you're frightened 2. Fail is frightened 3. Crit fail is doomed 1 and frightened 4. So, here's the question I have. Creatures affected by Aura of Agony don't reduce their frightened condition by resting. That's a weird sentence, because you don't reduce your frightened condition by resting. Unless the effect specifically says you are frightened 1 until your next long rest. I don't think that's what it's a weird sentence. It almost feels wrongly worded. It sounds like it should be that, Zinthorize. You can't reduce frightened within 10 miles, but it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that at all. It just says they can't reduce their frightened condition by resting, which is not a thing. So that's weirdly worded. And I would have to ask Paizo, like, can you not reduce frightened at all? Or does it still go down by 1 like normal? I mean, of course, it's got frightful presence, which I believe also means it can't come down. Shouldn't frightened 3 automatically cause fleeing 1? I don't think so. No, frightened doesn't cause fleeing in 2e. They're different effects. Yeah, frightened is just penalty to all checks. If you were to give him the frightened condition, can he reduce it? Creature, no, that's only Aura of Agony. No, because he's not affected by his own Aura of Agony. But yeah, I know they're saying you have nightmares, but there's the question. You'd think with his whole thing being nightmares and inflicting frightened, you'd think the party could not reduce frightened. He has so many abilities. Ask him. I might ping Paizo on Twitter after the stream. What if you give him the fire general speed? Oh, that's true. He is immune to emotion. You're right. Illusory Ambush. For 2 actions, Desert's Howl shimmers with illusions and devastates a foe. Strides twice. If it ends within melee range, it can attack twice, both at full penalty. Oh my goodness. Nightmare Fuel. Here we go. The Desert Howl's claws are infused with some of the nightmares that make up the Desert Howl's being, and they infect victims with lasting fear. A creature that takes damage from Desert Howl's claw strike while frightened no longer reduces its frightened condition. There it is. Okay, devastate me, Hoof Daddy. So it has to hit you to prevent your frightened from going down. Instead, the creature can only decrease its frightened condition by 1 after a full night's rest, but if it's within 10 miles, it doesn't go down. Eventide, yes. I've never been more proud to call you one of my mods. Paralytic Hold on. Paralytic secretion. I'm sorry. Blame Eventide. I'm just too... The ASMR is real. Dude, combine them so the army of fire just becomes this horrific nightmare of black flames. Oh, Hoof Daddy. I'm posting this to Twitter. Hold on. It's not called Desert's Howl. It's called Hoof Daddy now. Sorry, Paizo. But my chat makes the rules. Oh, and then I need to get a clip of Hoof Daddy. Hold on. Let me just clip Hoof Daddy real quick. There you go. Eventide, you're going to be famous on Twitter. Do not do that again. Don't tempt me. There you go, Eventide. You're famous on Twitter. Devastate me, Hoof Daddy. If you threw this against the level 15 party, they're all dead. Well, the thing that's about this guy, he's a level 19 creature. I think you would need to be level 20 or have a champion. Without a champion that can reduce people's frightened, this guy just wins. Effectively, with Forlorn Howl, he is de-leveling you This is almost the same as losing 2 levels. Sure, you don't lose your features, but that's a -2 to everything. -2 to armor class, -2 to hit, -2 to all skill checks, -2 to all saving throws, not to mention if you crit fail. God have mercy on you. Desert Howl Saliva is a potent paralytic substance that drains the energy from prey. A creature hit by its spit strike must succeed a fortitude save or become... This thing can cause drained? And it can stack drained? This thing can stack drain on you? How much damage does that mean for its spit attack? Its spit does 2d6 fire plus 2d6 mental plus 2 times your level. Oh my god. Like every time this thing every time Hoof Daddy spits on you, you lose double your level in additional hit points. Spit on me, Hoof Daddy. Spit on me, Hoof Daddy. Oh, whoa. I can't even take a sip of that. I'm not even drunk. I've only had this much. It's just... Oh, and then don't worry. After he steps on you and spits on you, he eats you. Profane Feast. If he has you grabbed, he begins to consume the creature, dealing 2d12 plus 15 piercing and exposing to more spit. Yo, Soifo, we are 100% being horny on main. Not even a joke. Hoof Daddy does kink dip. Oh god, there's also 4! Can't say Pfizer isn't inclusive. Okay, I gotta stop. Okay. I went, I had a piece of bacon. I feel better. The safe word is feel fatal. I just need to know. I just need to know if Paizo will respond to Hoof Daddy. That is all I want out of life right now. And I spit on the... What do I look like, Zin? Hoof Daddy? No, I'm just... While Desert's Howl is presumed to be unique given its inexplicable origin, there have been reports of creatures resembling Desert's Howl that stalk the sands of Thuvia. Though quite similar to the descriptions of Desert's Howl, they seem to be individuals who have yet to become fully completed their transformation into the terrifying beast. Whether these unfortunate people met a cruel fate similar to that which spawned the Desert's Howl or spawned the nightmarish creature itself is unclear. Some reports of encounters with these creatures know that it's possible to revert the creature back to its human form by clinging the mind of nightmarish visions, though there's no solid evidence such as occurring. Oh, good, it spits on you too. What else does it do? Fear Scent, okay. So I think this is just a low-level version. I think this is just Hoof Mommy. Yeah, it's basically the same creature. It's Illusory Ambush, Paralytic Secretion, Profane Feast. Same thing, just lower stats. That's fine. I like that. I like that they give a lower-level option. Also, terrifying that there's more than one of these things out there. This is not a one-of-a-kind. It says unique, but it says there's multiple out there. What are you doing, Step? I'm not ready for Step Hoof. Zin, that was my first idea. Yeah, was this thing stalking players from level 1, slowly horrifying them more and more until they finally fought it. Though 10 levels of it would be a bit much. I'd say level like 9 to 11 would be great, and then you could fight the spawn. Okay, we still got 2 more hours of this. Let's go. Fafnir! Everyone was super excited for big ol' Linorm Fafnir. They call him the Desert Howler, eh? Ooh, this is a poem from Saga of Björn the Tailor. This is my very insensitive, offensive Swedish voice. I will do it. Then Fafnir, thirsting for blood from Thanes, arose his roar echoing off rock. The king, uncrowned bearer of Redil, cast himself heedlessly at the heinous beast, the sword of heroes singing in that sunken chamber. But the stroke went wide, and the worm caught him, constricting his prey in hideous coils. Mighty you may be, said Fafnir, mocking, in the world above where ignorance is wisdom. But in this cairn dwells a creature beyond your accounting. Gaze on your foe, a fierce exile from the first world, and lament. Your life belongs to the father of Linorms. Oh, now for big bad dragon daddy. Oh. Entrance to Fafnir's lair. Ooh, that sends shivers. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that there's a lair. Also, I'm not like fully zoomed correctly. Now there's that. Wait, what do you... Hey. That's better. Boop, there we go. Whew. So he's a big old worm dragon. I'm sure there's a lot of lore behind him, but I just want to see Worm Daddy. What is that? Oh, that's the sword. That's the sword that the dude messed up. Lost it. Can you get the sword? Can you get the sword? I want, all right. He's both a dwarf and a dragon? Dude. I want to play a dragonborn dwarf. I have never seen a dragonborn dwarf. Like, you know how people take like ancestral paragon, stuff like that? I've never seen someone go like dwarf kobold. I want it. All right. Fafnir is a legendary threat. Well, not all heroes. Cool. Hey, they turned my...
Hey, they turned my favorite Beyblade into a monster.
Let her rip. All right. I want to know, how do they expect to put Fafnir in a level 1 to 7? Novice adventurers would be foolish to fight any Linorm, let alone the father of Linorms. However, Fafnir's lair can still be a suitable but no less dangerous adventuring site. The tunnels and caverns that make up the lair are home to all manner of threats, not just Linorms. Gangs of subterranean creatures can serve as foes for heroes exploring Fafnir's lair. These creatures can also become allies, providing the PCs with information and safety while in the depths of the lair. Just outside the lair, the PCs might find an assortment of dangerous creatures, from bloodthirsty plants and snapping fly traps to undead. These creatures are innumerable, and heroes looking for... So if your heroes want to grind out some mad XP, this is a great place to do it, because they'll keep respawning. The lair itself could also pose a number of dangers. The lair's exposure to heat vents and magma includes potential hazards for would-be explorers. Cool. Fafnir likely has a number of Linorm eggs and young Linorms. There's stats for young Linorms? They gave us stats for baby Linorms? I can give my players a baby Linorm pet? I don't care about you. Go away, Fafnir. I need to know about your children. Give me art, give me art, give me art, give me... You didn't put art of baby Linorms! This is despair. It comes in the night when one is snuggled, perfectly warm neath their cover. Nay, that's where despair hurts more than any wound.
That's so cool.
For amidst your comfort,
I'm beginning to wonder if there will be a surprise
impact.
equipment section that will include a riding crop and gimp suit.
sadness, despair. There's no art for baby Linorms. Hi, Austin. I'm beginning to wonder if there will be a surprise equipment section that will include a riding crop and gimps. Thank you, Austin, for the $5. Oh, I just want... Oh. I will mod the first person in this chat who can link me Baby Lenormand. I will mod you so hard. I want a baby. Everyone wants a baby Lenormand. It's like, imagine how cute he'd be. He'd be like this big, and you would hold him. Oh, I need to get that commissioned. CR24. Is that the highest we've seen, or was there a 20? There was a 26 in the bestiary, right? Yes, Soifa. It does read the super chats out loud now. I switched to Stream Elements because Streamlabs is terrible, and Stream Elements is so much better. And Chaotic Evil. Wait, length of... Wait. He's only 60 feet? That doesn't seem... I mean, I guess end to end he's gargantuan. That's smaller than I expected. Tree Razor's 25, 26? Okay. This looks way longer than 60 feet. 60 feet's not, like, that long, right? Like, my apartment's 30 feet. Like, from wall to wall, I think. Roughly, maybe 25. That seems small. Now, 10 tons is kind of heavy, you know. That's fine. Time to be furry on Maine. Let's go. Excuse me, they prefer scaly. Fafnir is offended. Oh, boy, this stream is suddenly very 17 plus. I don't like that art of my boy. Look up the 1E art. I'm actually curious. Yeah, let me see. Fafnir Pathfinder 1E. I don't know what the original artwork was. It's not on the wiki. So unfortunately, I don't know where to find it. So, womp womp. God should be 30. 30 sounds good for a god, yeah. Where do we go? We're at 175 viewers. Let's freaking go. Thank you, guys. Don't give God stats. That's one of my favorite things. We'll get to them. That's my favorite thing they did with kaijus. They have admitted kaijus, aside from divine intervention, are pretty much unkillable. So they're hazards, not monsters. That's what PF2 has done so perfectly. Anyway, Fafnir, what do? You have a lot of hit points. When a creature slays Fafnir, it becomes home to his soul. The creature must attempt a DC 52 will save? Hold on. A level 20 monk with legendary will and 20 wisdom. That would be what? Plus 33? Tell me my math is wrong here. Is that the highest without items you can get is plus 33 at level 20? That's plus 8 for legendary, plus 5 from wisdom, plus 20 from level. You would still need a 19 to pass that as a monk with legendary will saves and 20 wisdom. Like, sure, maybe you'll get some items, but you're not going to get past like a DC 15. Yeah, if you get like a plus 1 or what? Wait, what, I forgot. There's resilient. Does that go to plus 3?
Cool. You were on that
thank
Please
you.
tell us about the Scotty White wagons in the new bookie.
Can I replay that? Hold on, I think I can replay that. 'Cause I want to hear this voice. I want to hear this voice. Replay, please.
That's so cool. You were on that chant. Please tell us about the Scotty White wagons in the new bookie wiki tilde.
In the new bookie wookie tilda. Please tell us about the scary wary dragons. I'll do my best. Okay, so resilient goes up to plus 3. That's why you have an NPC kill it, not a player. Yeah, but I'm guessing he just comes back to life. Thank you for the donation, Soifa. Doom 2. Unless the creature critically... How would you possibly crit... I mean, I guess an at 20. Alright. Each day the doom value increases by 1. If the creature dies while suffering the curse, its corpse explodes. You just explode and Fafnir comes back with full hit points and no conditions. Congratulations, you killed him. Also, you're dead. And he's back at full HP and you're down a party member. Have fun. You could get to 22 wisdom, yeah. So plus 34, plus 3 from armor would be plus 37. Let's say you can get plus 2 from a status bonus. Plus 39. I don't know if there are any circumstance bonuses to will save. So let's say plus 39. That's still a DC 13. That's nuts. The ultimate chest burster. You had to use a specially reared bull to kill a Linorm. Interesting. Oh, Jonathan, you're right. You're totally right. When you're legendary, a normal success is a crit success. You're totally right. You have inflation, Daddy. No, it can't. It's not inflation. Even an indirect slay. Wait, no, never mind. Even if you get an NPC to kill them. Like, if Fafnir knows you were the reason he died, he will infect your soul. Or, like, if you, like, set up a bunch of bombs or something. Why does YouTube keep saying Ark? Wait, does it actually say this is Ark Survival Evolved? Wait, are you serious? Does it actually say that under game? Now you have me curious, because YouTube starts assigning me random freaking games. It does. Why does it think we're saying... What? Is it because I put monster in the title? Why does it think we're playing Ark? I mean, sure, I'll stream Ark someday. Why not? Oh, God. Anyway, now that we've learned about what Fafnir does after he dies, does indirect slaying circumvent to direct slaying? If I pay someone to kill him, that person killed him? I think that's GM discretion. Yeah, that would circumvent, I think. Ooh, dude! You know what this means? If the king is like, hey guys, can you go kill Fafnir for me? And you're like, we got you, fam. You go out, you kill Fafnir, you come back, and the king's like, oh, I've got a big tummy ache. Come back tomorrow. And then tomorrow, Fafnir's just in the throne room like, hey, sup? Wait, I think I still have free pay. What is free PayPal money? How'd you get free PayPal money? I want free PayPal money. Enormous. See, oh, okay, so he's curled up. So he curls up in a 6x6 square. Okay. Is that bigger than Gargantuan? Huh. Non-flashbacks. Don't play Ark. Ark is a terrible game unless you're really knowledgeable of Ark. Play Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles is Ark, but good. Frightful Presence, 90 feet. He gains 2 reactions. Spit Boiling Blood. If a creature within 60 feet damages Fafnir, he spits at them and they immediately make a fortitude save. He doesn't even need to roll to attack. He hits you with the blood and you roll a fort save. What does that do? If you fail, 60... Of course, his spit causes drained too! Ark is... Actually, I can tell you right now. I want to see how much Ark is. I have not played Ark in like 3 years. Ark Survival Evolved.
So cool!
There it is.
Vormy snaked out of you woo.
Vormy snaked out of you woo. $10! Oh my god! Thank you! Thank you very much. Oh, you're too nice, Soifa. Let me see. Properties. No, I think it might be manage. No. I don't know. I guess I can't see because I don't have it installed. Just the DLC is like... Just the DLC is over 50 gigs. Get out of here. Ark is terrible. Just play Conan. Go to RPG... Wait. Hold on. Ram has promised me baby Linorm. Ram has promised me baby Linorm. Oh, where's my art channel? It's been so long since I've been there. Where's my art channel? There it is. RPG artwork. Hold on. I need to see this. Can I put it on the stream, Ram? Can I put it on the stream, please? He's so cute. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the, until Paizo amends it, the official...
So cool!
The
Why
official
is he so big and
artwork
scaly?
for
Mirage Fafnir is supposed to be covered in rubber to
Baby
spin still
Linorm.
better.
Oh, it's so big. Oh, it's so big. Look at the boy. He's so jumpy. He's so jumpy. He looks like a big chubby seahorse, and I love him. He's also like, why am I here? Who are you? And I think that's me. I want to hug him. Thank you, Ram. Oh my god. Oh, I can't do this from here. Hold on. I need to go in here. I have promised to make good on. Where did you go? There you are. There you go, Ram. Sausage snack. Is there nothing about eating Fafnir's heart? Oh, we'll see. Let's find out. So what else does he do? He can move 50 feet. He can swim 80 feet. He can fly at 160 feet. Big old baby Linorm plushie. I'll run it by her. The problem with plushies, it's really sad. I've talked about it with my producer. Plushies are so expensive, like, to produce. Like, we've looked into it, and, like, to make, like, a 6-inch plushie. Actually, Soifa was there to talk about it with us. To make, like, a 6-inch plushie, just production and shipping would cost us, the company, like, $20-25. So to make any kind of a profit, it would be no less than $30 for like a 6-inch plushie. It's ridiculously expensive, and I just can't expect people to pay that much for such a small thing. It's only the 4th monster. Yeah, I know, but we just have fun. We have fun here. It can just return to the first world at will. At will! Not even like once per week. At will! How many actions does plane shift? Please tell me it's a ritual. Okay, it's 10 minutes. Okay, so we can't do that mid-combat. But he can just go there. What is spell turning? What the heck is spell turning? Reflect spells cast at you back at the caster. When a spell targets you, you can spend a reaction to counteract it and reflect it. Wow. So he has 2 reactions per turn. He can use one of those to just cast a spell back at you. Neat! And he has freedom of movement constantly! What is blasting breath? Oh, 20 d6 fire. 90 foot gone. 90 feet. That's so far. What's his counteract modifier? I'm guessing it's the same as his spell DC, 45. Or no, I think it would be plus 35. Because it's usually the same as your spell attack roll, which is 10 less than your DC. So he would get to roll at plus 35 to counter your spell and reflect it back at you. Oh my god. Keep reading. Additionally, Fafnir deals 10d6 additional damage to 1 creature. Creatures in the area also make a fortitude save against that and get knocked prone by a gust of wind and deafened. So this thing does fire damage to everybody, electric damage to somebody, knocks you prone, and deafens you for 2 actions. Maybe the gnomes left the first world because of Fafnir. You know, maybe. Holy cow. Keep reading? What, the Young Lenorms? I've read everything. I've read everything! Oh. No, go away. That's unfortunate. What? Alright. Don't forget he drank his blood. Who drank his blood? I don't know. As discussed on page 165 of Bestiary 2, female linorms lay eggs in the wilderness, where linorms are known to hunt. A linorm egg remains viable for many years. When a male linorm eventually stumbles across... Interesting, so it's almost like trout? Yeah, where the female trout and most fish, I think, lay the eggs, and then the male fertilizes them after. Interesting, but they last for years. How long does it take them? Several months until they can hunt. It's only months. Oh my god. They still can't breathe fire or lightning or see invisibility. They can be slain without prompting the legendary death curse. They do, however, have voracious appetites, consuming any living thing. Oh! Yikes. That'd be a really fun pet. But it's level 7. This baby creature is level 7. 46 poison and drained 1, never gets worse. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's really fun. Alright, time to learn about the sword that tried to kill Fafnir and failed. 12 foot? Even a Miri would struggle to hold that. Oh, look, another artifact. It might be the greatest dragon-killing weapon ever made, and Fafnir justly fears it, which is why it's hidden in his hoard. Runes of dragon slaying are written down its blade. Riddle is a +3 major striking dragon bane speed adamantine greatsword. +2 to bonus saves against fear while holding it. +4 if the effect is from a dragon. If you have an ability that depends on large weapons, you can use Riddle. Okay. Riddle is always considered to have the appropriate material or damage type necessary to deactivate Draconic Regeneration or apply a dragon's weakness. That's awesome! For example, Riddle is considered to be cold iron when attacking a Linorm, while it'll be treating as having dealt cold damage against a red dragon. Only the highest value applies with more than one weakness. If you boil Riddle in the blood of 10 different types of dragons and drop the eye of a Cyclops seer into the brew, Riddle melts away into nothingness. Interesting. Why? Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Oh, it's time for Super Lion. But first I have to go to the bathroom. So enjoy Super Lion until I get back. Chat, I'm hungry, but I have to wait until after the stream to eat because everything in my house requires preparation, and it makes me upset. Nemi and Lion, Hercules incoming. There's a section in this book for Krampus? Really? Alright. That forehead looks pretty pierced. 'Tis but a scratch. Yeah, he's fine. I mean, think about it. You know, if you get that's like a splinter to this guy. That's nothing. Grogrisant. To Grogrisant, the inhabitants of that cabin on the Tantuk Plain were of no consequence, tiny creatures that fled its presence only to be crushed beneath its uncaring feet. But because mere mortals were beneath its notice, Grogrisant no longer had no regard for this child his rampage left behind, a human infant in a cradle miraculously unharmed by his passage. And it was this child that Eliza the lioness, whose cubs had recently been slain by Oparan poachers, found as she and her pride followed in Grogrisant's wake. It was this child she adopted as her own, naming him Taldaris. And as the years passed, he grew in strength and cunning until he was the master of all things, his limbs quick with the speed and power of the beasts who raised him, and his mind broad with the craft and wisdom that was his birthright. Taldaris, pride of the empire. I'm guessing that's the namesake of the Taldor region. Its pelt is an artifact. Ooh, interesting. The great powerful lion croissant. Almost made me drop my grog croissant. Oh, it's a big old report. Who called it? Brian? Brian, did you call it or did you call it? Did you call it or did you call it? Right there. Already. Right there. First page. Called it. How does the grog croissant continue to return? Is it born again? Is it a single creature? Your Imperial Majesty. Nature is a source of immense magical power. And this magic manifests in unpredictable ways. Over time, magic... I'll find out through the mechanics. It's a lot of reading. Seal of the Grand Throne of House Stavian. All right. Nemean Lion under a Pathfinder name? Okay, I'm not Fursuit. I'm not familiar with the Nemean Lion. How does it plan to use the... I love how all of these say, at low levels of play, you can't fight this thing. I'm really hoping there's going to be at least one level 5 legendary creature. So be focusing on join a hunt for the Groggersant and travel into the deep wilds of Taldor, searching for any sign of its existence. The Verduran Forest is one possible location for a Groggersant hunt. The forest is vast and provides several opportunities for danger in the form of wild animals. Yeah. So go hunting. Hey, go hunting. You can do it. You can fight some lions and a Smilodon. Yay! Statistics for a Smilodon can represent a young Grisantian lion and serve as a suitable foe early. That's good advice. That is good advice, and I finally love that it's on paper in a book saying, hey, take stats from one monster and pretend it's a different monster. Boom. You're done. The Empire's Pride. Groggersant is an enormous lion with multiple eyes and a golden flowing mane. As it was originally slain by Taldor's founding emperor, the legendary hero Taldaris, Groggersant's appearance marks both danger for the people of Taldor and the potential for Taladins to prove their might against a creature from their fabled past. How it continues to appear time and time again remains a mystery, one that Taladin scholars continuously attempt to decipher. Okay. Who is Pathfinder Hercules? Caden Kalian. Level 16. Any creature that begins its turn in this aura must attempt a DC 34 Fortitude save or be blinded for 1 minute. Permanently blinded on... This thing can just blind you? Oh my god. Imagine starting this fight. Turn 1, nat 1, permablind. Done. I think the first owlbear is just a line in the book. Jaws, claws, it can cast fire shield, searing light, dancing light. Groggersant strides and makes 2 claw strikes against the same creature at the end of its movement. Each attack counts, but okay, so it just attacks twice. Rend. Claw. Rend. Claw. Is that a typo? Paizo? Claw? I think it's a typo. If Groggersant rends after a successful dual pounce, combine the rend's damage with that from the dual pounce for the... It's saying what triggers the rend? Rend is a creature's ability. Claw. I want that on my gravestone. That is proper formatting? Interesting. I'll have to see another... Oh yeah, it's over here too. Interesting. Okay. Just say spit. Yeah, that's just a weird formatting. I guess I've never seen Rend before. Vicious Rend. The target's armor takes damage equal to the damage from Rend? Oh, come on. So it's literally just a big lion. I'm honestly a little disappointed. I'm kind of wish it did more. It's just a big lion. Literally. It's a big lion that shines. It does nothing else. And here's a low-level version, the Grisantian lion, who I'm guessing... spawn of that legendary creature are well known in the World's Edge Mountains and throughout Taldor. Yeah. Seek out ordinary lions once a year, so... Oh, interesting. They only mate with normal lions. Huh. Big, glowy lion. If I'm reading that right, it would combine 3 total claw attacks of damage and total damage against your armor. No, only the Rend damage would go against your armor. The dual pounce doesn't get added to that. But it basically gets to do... So for 3 actions and its reaction, it can do 9d10 plus 45 slashing damage and 3d10 plus 15 slashing damage to your armor. It's like a Dane with a Chihuahua. Alright, so that's like a little baby thing. Actually, yeah, wait. How do these things mate with normal lions? They're huge. A normal lion isn't huge. A normal lion is large. I guess that's only like 1 size bigger. But that's... very carefully. Fair enough, fair enough. Are lions even large? Yeah, lions are large. So large to huge isn't terrible. It's still... Should we explain the birds and the bees to him? What, like the stork? I guess it's like a gnome and an elf getting it on. I can't... Alright, it makes sense. Fine. Alright. The Grizantian pelt that Brian called. Oh, look, a pelt. Highly desired for the prestige, the pelt of the Grogrizant also has invaluable properties. Standard grade items can be made from the pelt of a Grizantian lion, but high grade items require the pelt of a Grogrizant himself. Oh my god, they've added multiple items you can make out of him. Nice. The Grizantian pelt. The supernaturally tough animal skin is gold and shines in sunlight. It can be used to make any item, usually made of cloth, leather, or hide. Immune to fire. Hardness is doubled against piercing or slashing. And up to 4 bulk of Grizantian pelt can be harvested from a single creature. Wow. So pelt armor is standard grade, high grade. Standard grade is just +1. So it's just +1 potency, resilient armor. But only against fire? Wait. Oh, circumstance. Oh, okay. So if you make +1 resilient, or sorry, +2 resilient leather Grizantian armor, or Grizantian leather armor, you get the +2 from your potency, +1 from resilient, and if the attack or spell happens to be fire, you get another +1 to AC, which is circumstance, as compared to the rune's item bonus, and AC and saving throw. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I was gone for 10 minutes. What have you missed? Big lion. Big lion. The birds and bees carry the order to the stork, and the stork makes the baby in the baby factory. Thank you. Okay. That's what I learned in high school. It's a Christian high school. What's the difference between high grade and low grade? Just higher hardness? Weird. It almost doesn't feel worth it making it high grade. I guess it's just harder to break. I don't know. Mantle of the Grogrizant. This long golden cloak is among the royal regalia of the emperors of Taldor. It was fashioned from the pelt of the Grogrizant itself after being slayed by Taldaris, and Grogrizant's mane was fashioned with a thick fringe that runs all along the mantle's edges. The paws of the Grogrizant cross beneath the wearer's throat, giving you an imposing appearance. Grants fire resistance 15, physical resistance 5, and for 1 action once per day, you pull the hood of the mantle over your face, revealing the 6 eyes. Gives off a blinding flash of light in a 60-foot emanation. Oh my god, you can just permanently blind people! And it's only enemies! That's crazy! Why is this not all creatures? How are you allowed to just ignore your allies with this? That's nuts. That's really cool. It is a little disappointing. It's definitely the weakest entry so far, but still cool.
Kaiju, 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 kaiju.
See you later, Hunter. Have a good one. Oh, rune tiers get capped by different grades of items? Do they? The skies parted. Sorry, this is kaiju.
The skies parted, and the terrible heads poked through first. Each arrived with a screech that shook the mountains around us. Animals howled as they fled, and the trees trembled with fear. Mogaru stood his ground, ready to strike as a Gyra flew closer. By this time, Mogaru had forgotten entirely about our village. Those with some sense continued to grab their things and flee. The rest of us just watched, with awe. What else could we do? Whether we lived or died, was no longer up to us.
Reminds you of the narrator from Bastion.
The hero didn't know exactly what he was doing, but he was doing it.
I never beat Bastion. That's when I should go back. Is there only one Grograsant? At one time, yes, but it seems like it keeps coming back, Lucas. There was a kaiju that was just a really big normal dude. Would he be Gaiju? Yeah. Why is he so big and scaly? Mirage Fafnir is supposed to be covered in rubber to spin steel.
So cool.
$5. Wait.
Kaiju 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 kaiju.
That's my jam, man. That's my jam. Didn't the Paizo dev say to take a level 40 party to fight a kaiju? In theory, yes. That's why kaijus are not creatures. They are hazards. And we have a bunch of kaijus in here. We got Agaira, we got Ebeshira, we got Mantraska, Shabloon, Mogaru, my boy. It's Pathfinder Godzilla. Paizu. Godzilla should be in Pathfinder as a crossover. He is. His name is Mogaru. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is Mogaru. That's just... It's just Godzilla. Is that a jungle on the feather? Is it? But yeah, this is Mogaru. He's shooting basically plasma breath. It's just Godzilla. And I don't mean that in a wrong way. I mean, like, he already exists. Is that a jungle on the feather? Oh my god. What is Mantraska? Mantraska, the world talent, looks like a giant raptor as tall as a small mountain and utterly covered in vegetation. Her breath while hibernating is said to be the thin whisper or deep rumble heard in the deepest part of the forest. Every so often, explorers who stray close don't realize it, even as they pass right beneath the wings of the kaiju, for Mantraska's plumage resembles plants so closely that she could replace an entire forest and its inhabitants would be none the wiser. Her head and body resemble a mountain covered in ferns, her legs and talons mimic the largest of fallen tree trunks, and her wings act as the canopy.
So cool.
Legally distinct Godzilla. Lol.
Legally distinct Godzilla. You're right. Thank you, Chivalrous Walls, for correcting me and giving me $5. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's cool. That's so cool. It's a giant raptor. That's a centipede. Ooh. Kaiju are powerful creatures rivaling the might of demigods. They aren't meant to be direct foes in campaigns, but their influence can affect campaigns at all levels of play. There's Mogaru. Those are trees. That's Mogaru. Trees, Mogaru. Trees, Mogaru. Yeah, oh, absolutely you can run it like Godzilla. But again, like I said, that Paizo dev said, you can't fight a kaiju. Even the most powerful heroes can't hope to survive a kaiju's wrath. These titanic beasts are nigh indestructible, and even when defeated, they can easily reconstitute themselves after what amounts to a brief nap. Commoners and adventurers alike can only hope to survive the chaos left in the kaiju's wake, which is often on the scale of major natural disasters. Surviving a kaiju attack is a rare event, and very few civilizations can truly prepare for the scale of damage that the monsters unleash upon them. Rather than provide a stat block for a kaiju, who almost certainly exceeds a party of characters' abilities, the following environmental hazards are presented to exemplify in game terms the chaos and destruction a kaiju can unleash. The following hazards are intended to represent the abilities of a Beshra, but can be modified to represent any kaiju you need. The Tarrasque is not a kaiju, no. The Tarrasque exists and is already in, I want to say Bestiary 2, it's a spawn of Rovagug. What book is this from, Outcast Leaf? This is the brand new, not even released yet, Monsters of Myth. It is coming out very soon, but it is not quite out yet. So you're getting like a very nice sneak peek into this book. It's really cool. Is that supposed to be Fafnir? I think that's Fafnir. Where were we? Yes, here we go. My only complaint is that they don't give us a lot from kaijus. Oh, wait, it is released? I thought it wasn't released yet. Maybe subscribers already got it. Oh, it came out today. Oh, it released big today. Nice. So, here are some of the abilities that most kaijus can do. Collapsing structure. The kaiju applies any amount of force to a structure. The building trembles. The floors of the building and the streets within 30 feet become difficult terrain. Creatures on this difficult terrain take a -2 penalty to attack rolls, AC, and skill checks. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to go over all this because this would take forever and it's not the most interesting compared to actual abilities. Planar Rift is cool. Like, Ebeshra opens a massive rift in the material plane that pulls nearby creatures into another plane entirely. Typically a random plane in the multiverse, though Ebeshra can have the rift pull creatures into a plane of Ebeshra's choosing. Additionally, Ebeshra can choose any number of creatures to be immune to the effects of the planar rift, usually due to the kaiju recognizing the innocence of the creatures. I was surprised. So me and my group actually talked about that the other day, Diamond Tigers. We were shocked that Tarask is not copyright. It's not. Yeah, the Tarask is actually old Greek mythology. We learned it. Look it up. It's very interesting. But yeah, there's so much here. My issue, and I don't know why they did it this way, they only give us abilities of Ebeshra. We have the Summon Kaiju spell. Oh no, I think it's French mythology. I think you're right. I think it is French. So I'm a little upset that they only gave us stuff for Ebeshra, but I suppose the Summon Kaiju spell works for the others. I would like more information about what they can do mechanically, but maybe we'll get that in a future book. Tarask is French. Saved from the people by a nun. Yes. It was a big pig? Lizard? I think it was a lizard. What are you? Why you got a face on your chest? Hey! You better be scared. Mr. Chestface is here and his evil lime nose horse. The Callous Devil. Ooh! We have a rope skipping rhyme from the Children of Riverton. Molly went down to the lake, the callous devil her skin did take. Now her mother weeps and cries, how many tears fall from her eyes. Bobby went into the lair to check and see if the devil was there. Now he's had a big shock, how many days until he talks? That was far more sad than I thought. Interesting. You are the callous devil in disguise. What is a callous devil without reading 30 things? The Devil's Trident? St. Martha, okay. Yes, the Tarask was pacified by Martha. Martha brought him to town, and then the townsfolk stoned the Tarask to death. Fresh adventurers are unable to contend with the Callous Devil directly, but saving locals from kidnapping is just the sort of feat fit for such heroes. Again, like everything, they can help. So this is an interesting mid-level one, huh? Oh, it's only level 9. Bearing a resemblance to the flayed Nukkalavi that lurks in stagnant swamps, the Callous Devil distinguishes herself by being able to separate herself from her mount without issue, as well as with her powers of disguise and subtlety. Though her wicked trident and violent fury are enough to sear her image into the minds of the local people, it's the Callous Devil's ability to slip unseen among her would-be victims that elevates the creature beyond the ranks of a common horror. It's a dangerous combination of words there, common horror. No matter how careful the residents of Riverton are with their youth and the vulnerable, the Callous Devil claims her chosen target more often than not, luring the hapless victim toward doom while wearing a smiling child's face. Oh. Can we give Mogara the fire spear? Yes, Mogara can have the army of fire. It's not a coven. It is a hag, but interesting. Wait. So she does have coven spells. Does she have a coven? Once a month, the Callous Devil can spend one day stitching the skin of a person into her coat. This gives her skin cloak a +1 bonus to AC for 1 week.
Excuse me, you got any extra faces? I'm going into combat.
The Skinned Steed. The horse has a swim speed equal to its standard speed in the minion trait, and it's under the control of the Callous Devil. Automatically succeeds at all checks to command the Skin Steed. While mounted on the Skin Steed, the Callous Devil fuses with the horse, causing the two to become a single being. Steed doesn't act on its own while fused, instead acting as the Devil's legs. Ooh! That's cool! While the two are separated, the Callous Devil needs to command the Steed as normal. If the Steed is killed, Callous Devil can replace it by spending 1 day to prepare another horse. Ooh! Skin Witch. Ooh. Loathsome Stench. A creature entering the aura. I feel like 180 HP at level 9 isn't that much. Am I crazy? Doesn't seem like a whole lot. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Creature entering the aura, starting its turn in the aura, must succeed at a DC 20 fort save or become sickened 1. So it's a sicken instead of frightened stench aura. Mount Steed as a reaction. That's a reaction? Oh my god. Jaws, Claws, Devil's Trident, Piercing plus Sewer Haze, which is a disease, I believe. It's an ugly centaur. Can throw the trident, has false vision, invisibility, subconscious suggestion. Fair enough, fair enough. So it's a super witch. It's basically a super duper witch. For one action, it can call the skinned steed, which allows it to stride twice, and then as a reaction, she can mount it. Change shape into any medium or small female humanoid. This doesn't change her speed or her attack. Oh, I like that line. Oh, I like that line. She can become like a small child, but her movement speed doesn't change.
So cool. I might need to steal this for my Curse of Strahd game.
Oh, then we got another one coming in from McFatson. Thank you. Hold on, I'll let it read it. I'll let it read it.
That's so cool.
Hey friend, got any extra skin? No, that's fine. Hold still.
Thank you, Fatson. Hope you've been well. It's been a hot minute. You guys are amazing. Dude, this would fit so well in Curse of Strahd. But what's its move speed? Its move speed is... Where is your move speed? 30 feet. So this small child can just sprint at you at 30 feet per action. That's terrifying. Devil's Charge. For 2 actions while mounted, it strides twice and attacks. Pretty good. Flay Alive. The Callous Devil has a creature grabbed, and it has been grabbed since her last turn. The Callous Devil flays her prey, dealing 2d12 plus 17 slashing damage. Target attempts a DC 25 fort save. Drained 1 on a fail, drained 2 on crit fail. Crit success, you escape the grab. Otherwise, it also extends the grab condition. Very nice. That's a cool one. I like that. You can't just start adding mommy eventide. Not everything can be mommy. You're just making Hoof Daddy feel less special. Devil's Trident. This +1 striking. Only +1 striking? At level 9? That's not a +2? What are you doing? It's made of ancient black metal that glistens unnaturally and is cold to the touch. The prongs of this trident drip with metallic lake water. Strikes trigger the weakness of any creature with a weakness to water. Oh, it comes with 3 abilities. Oh my god. As a reaction, if you critically hit, you can inflict Sewer Haze. For 2 actions once per hour, you can cast Quench and sustain it. For 3 actions once per day, you can cast Paralyze on a target. Nice. But you do have to hit first, and then they saving throw. Interesting. The strike was a critical hit. Target is stunned 1, even if it crit succeeds. Ancient Black Metal, like Celtic Frost? Maybe? Skin Granny. I never want to read the word skin. You can't be upset at the words you typed, Evenstein. Oh, Skin Granny is going to be in your closet tonight. Stunned 1, even if it critically succeeds. That's awesome. I have never seen a crit success effect, I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever seen a crit success saving throw that still has an effect. Alternate abilities, Blameless. Can hide her stench, that's fair. Infectious Water. She can put Sewer Haze in the water. Underwater Views, can blend in with surrounding while in the water. Cold Resistance. While the Callous Devil is disguised as a child, any child in the aura who is considered an adult by their culture takes -2 penalty to checks and DCs opposing deception. When she attacks, she deals 1d6 cold damage. Hydraulic Push at will. This is cool. I like this. I want more of this. More of the, like, if you want to replace Flay Alive, give it some of these. If you want to get rid of the horse, give it some of these. That'll be cool. Oh, Skin Granny was in Thoraz? Oh, there it is. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. Oh, God. What am I looking at? I like this art style. I really like this art style. It really harkens back to older Greek, Egyptian style, just crude drawings. Kothagaz. Maharaja Vudra? Is this Kadira? Where's Vudra? What are you? Vanitapati. I like the real world Indian influence in this. I'm already loving it. Oh wait, that was a spawn? What? What's a spawn? Oh, this is a spawn. Is that a Zerg or a Tyrannid? 101 curse. Is this like... wait. Oh, it's a spawn of Rovagug! Ooh, we got a spawn of Rovagug here with a lot of lore. A spawn of Rovagug is one of the most dangerous creatures on all of Golarion. The ramifications of Kothagaz's return can be seen at all levels of play. Ooh, we got information on the spawns. The spawn are titanic terrors of immense size and strength that live only to destroy. Kothagaz, the Dance of Disharmony, is but one of Rovagug's spawn. Others include Chemnasit, the Monarch Worm, the Tarask, Ulunat, and Chotani. All spawn of Rovagug can sleep for centuries and do not need to eat, drink, or even breathe while hibernating. While a spawn is hibernating, its resistance is double in value. A spawn of Rovagug has regeneration powerful enough to revive it, even if slain by a death effect. If the spawn fails to save against an effect that would kill it, instantly it rises from death 3 rounds later. Wow. So you can only kill a spawn for up to 18 seconds. Tarask is weaker than a kaiju, yes. What? It's level 2. I liked you better in the crude drawing. I don't like bees. Kothagaz is a towering horror of claws and eyes surrounded by swarming. It's a beast? This thing isn't a demon or anything. It's a freaking beast? It's immune to acid, clumsy, diseased, drained, enfeebled, mental, paralyzed, petrified, poison, polymorph, and stupefied. Oh my god, it looks so cool. I've heard the spawn of Rovagug and Kingmaker is insane. I've never gotten that far. Is it an optional boss or is it required? The spawn of Rovagug and Kingmaker. About how to permanently kill it? Oh, looks like a Rift Herald. 300-foot frightful presence? Oh my god. How is there a civilization with aberrations loose in the world? Because they're not necessarily loose. Nicholas, kaijus and spawns of Rovagugs and all these monstrous creatures, they're not necessarily loose. You can see up here, it even says, all spawn of Rovagug can sleep for centuries and do not need to eat, drink, or even breathe while hibernating. So it's not like they're all wandering the world at the same time. Pretty much everything we've read so far, except for like the Yeti and the Boogeyman, are like, they pop up every hundreds of years. So coincidentally, when your campaign is taking place. Will this book add new monster groups related to deities like Astaroth and Typhon? I don't think so. It's at the end of the DLC. Oh, the spawn of Rovagug is the in Kingmaker is the final boss of the roguelike. Interesting. Gotcha. Oh, but only in the storyline part. Interesting. I should do another one of that. That was fun with chat. Disharmonic. Sorry, I skipped so much. Permanently quickened 1. All right. Noxious aura. Sickened 2 every turn. All right. 3 reactions per round. All right. Tympanic heartbeat. Kothagaz's heartbeat booms like a deity's drum. A creature that enters or begins its turn in the emanation must attempt a DC 41 will save. On a fail, its next 2 actions must be move actions to move at least half its speed away. Wow, that is a just fleeing aura. Interesting that it specified this and doesn't inflict fleeing. Huh. Classic Rovagug. But they don't go away, nothing stops them? Something usually stops them. Usually an NPC or a ritual or something. I think we're going to get information on how to permanently kill them in this section. That's cool. You're only immune if you crit succeed, not a normal success. Jaws, Claws, Bazaar. I don't even know what a Bazaar is. 100-foot range increment, though. Kothagaz disappears, then bursts as a cacophonous sound from the throat. I would like to paint a picture for all of you. Your cleric is standing in the middle, surrounded by your fighter, the wizard, and the champion. You know, you're all protecting the healer. This thing casts Disharmonic Door from 200 feet away and then erupts from the throat of your cleric as a massive sound and then attacks your cleric. He erupts from the throat of your cleric and appears in the space next to him. That's horrifying. That's terrifying. Oh my god. If he hits you with the Bezor, you have Many-Eyed Blight, which stupefies. If it reaches stage 4 and you die, so it doesn't kill you, but if you reach stage 4 of Many-Eyed Blight and you die, then at the next moon, your body splits and your viscera becomes an undead under his control. Oh my god. It's terrifying. Oh, don't get me wrong, Nicholas. It's terrifying. But remember, the gods exist. If Desna wants to step down and put this thing in a box for 6,000 years, they can. That's why these things don't rule the lands, is because the gods exist. The gods keep a balance. Pox the land. For 2 actions, Kothagaz raises a pustule from the ground within 120 feet, which erupts in a 10-foot radius. 200-foot high cylinder of cloying filth. Anyone in the area makes a reflex save against 60-10 poison damage. On a failure, they can't fly and fall to the ground. Holy cow. This is going to be the fun section for DMs. Oh, yeah. But it's also going to be the sad section, because you'll never actually get to use these in combat, because your players will never reach level 20. Suppurating Passage. The earth festers in Kothagaz's wake. Kothagaz strides up to its speed. Squares through which it passes are greater terrain until the start of its next turn. Any creature that enters or begins its turn in those squares succeed at DC 44 reflex save or take poison and acid damage. And exposed to Many-Eyed Blight. Of course it can swallow whole. Holy cow. This thing is cool. The gods just allow these things to cause mass destruction? Usually, yeah. Usually if they know that things will be okay, they let it happen. It's terrifying. But yeah, it's all about balance, you know? Just how these things destroy all of... You know, this thing might destroy a city. This thing might destroy Absalom before it is shut down. Just as so, heroes and demigods may be blessed with the light's power to put a stop to many evils that could have done that. Buying people time to rebuild, destroy, rebuild, destroy. It's all a balance. That's why gods of multiple alignments exist, to keep each other in check. You actually hit level 20? Let's go, Pascal. Exactly. The gods are not almighty, but they are incredibly powerful. It's all... what is that? But the gods do have a lot of powers to power up heroes, especially. Kothagaz's presence causes the land to spout festering hives. Insectile, acid-drooling spawns slither from the... Oh, the terminology. Oh, the adjectives. Oh, my spine, it tingles. Imagine living in a world where gods let this happen. We have to destroy the Pantheon. We have to break free. That's its own freaking campaign right there. Exactly. If one god interferes too much, others would interfere directly as well. Yeah. And plus, I mean, yeah, gods are not all powerful, but for every catastrophe, there is a god to help stop it, especially if the catastrophe was caused by another god. Spawn of Kothagaz, Disharmonious Decay. When a spawn dies, its foulness seeps into the land in a 100-foot radius. Non-magical plant life decays within an hour, and no non-magical growth can't sprout for 1 month. A creature can act on the spawn's course within 1 minute of its death to limit this decay to 10 feet. Interesting. That's kind of cool. It's got mandibles, it's got a wing shards, it can spit on you. They really love their spit in this book. The spawn retches up thick, caustic sludge, spits it within 60 feet, causing equipment and flesh to melt and fuse together. Ooh! Ooh, I love it! I love it so much! I just wish it did more than clumsy. There is lore for atheists. Yeah, there's always been lore for atheists in Pathfinder. And I like that they specify atheists don't not believe in gods. They just don't worship them. Do you know how long it usually takes this stuff on Archives of Nethys? It'll be on there by the end of the week. I can guarantee it. I hate the whole swallow whole thing because it just seems like a lame excuse to have player characters get eaten and somehow survive. Yeah, but the creature isn't going to spend 30 seconds chewing up a character covered in metal armor in the middle of combat. They're going to pick them up in their mouth, swallow. There's a reason it's called swallow whole, Ezra. They swallow them whole so that they don't have to deal with them on the battlefield. And also, from a gameplay mechanic, it doesn't take the character out of the combat. It would feel really bad to be like, round 1 of combat, the purple worm picks you up, chews you up, and eats you and you're dead. Okay, next character, go. That wouldn't feel good. It gives you a fighting chance. You still take damage over time as you are digested, and the thing gets to keep fighting. It, from a gameplay perspective, it's perfectly fine. I'm not an atheist. I'm a murderist. They all gotta go. Exactly, Nicholas. The good gods just give the heroes flamethrowers, and it's fine. Okay, here we go. Here's how to kill Kothagaz. Many legends exist detailing methods of Kothagaz's final destruction. The most popular story is of the Raga of Remembrance, a performance powerful enough to summon the spirits of the millions who opposed Kothagaz so long ago. The Raga's drone builds from a disharmonic instrument crafted with pieces of the beast's heart, and once the song swells, the musician becomes an anchor. Is this a monster that can only be killed by a bard? Because if so, this is amazing. You attempt to steal a section of Kothagaz's heart. Attempt an attack roll or DC 40 skill check. If you crit succeed, you steal a small disharmonic heart sliver. If you succeed, you get the heart, but you have to be swallowed whole to do this. That's so cool. Oh my god! You can only defeat Kothagaz by being swallowed whole first! Holy cow, that's amazing! If you have it, you use legendary Voudrin techniques to craft a disharmonic instrument that incorporates pieces of Kothagaz's heart. This is likely a Tanpura, but legends mention other instruments that even voice enhancers. A disharmonic instrument is a virtuoso musical instrument. The activity requires 7 heart slivers. You need to steal 7 pieces of its heart? How do you get inside and steal it 7 times and escape? Oh my god. But here you go. Here is the big plot hook. A society over the course of years has managed to steal 6 disharmonic heart slivers. You, the party, need to get the 7th one. You don't need to defeat Kothagaz. You need to get inside of it, get the heart sliver, get out, and flee. To get the 7th piece, put them together, and craft it. To perform the Raga of Remembrance for 1 hour, you scribe occult symbols on unblighted Voudrin ground, laying the ceramics within them to create a ritual space. To perform the ritual, light incense and the ceramics and sit at the center of the ritual space. You then play the disharmonic instrument, drawing on musical skill, occult harmonics, or religious tradition. This establishes an underlying drone atop which the secondary casters layer their own performance. This is amazing! You put on a freaking concert to stop this thing! The song calls to the millions who died defending Voudra from Kothagaz, investing their power in Vanitapati, the legendary psychic. If you critically succeed this ritual, a towering ethereal avatar of Vanitapati manifests around you, surrounded by swirling spirits. The avatar weakens Kothagaz's spirit. While Kothagaz is within 1 mile of you, it is frightened, too, and permanently destroyed if reduced to 0 hit points. That's amazing! Even if you fail, the dead come to your aid and you get the success effect, but Kothagaz isn't frightened, and the casters all get -1 to emotion effect. Oh no. If you critically fail, Kothagaz hears the ritual's call and immediately teleports to you with its disharmonic door ability. Yikers. I love it. Look at RPG artwork. Let me take a sneak peek. Snuggy time. Oh, the baby Linorms. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, you're great, Ram. Holy cow. That's so cool. This is the coolest one so far, I think. Oh my god. One quick chomp. That's why I also have avoid getting close to a monster with that ability in my campaigns. That's no fun. It's no fun at all. Cool. It eats you and you're dead. Have fun. Bye-bye. There's nothing fun about that. Sometimes you need to suspend your disbelief in order to enjoy a game, you know? There's a reason you can take a hit from a smoldering ball of fire and survive. There's a reason you can get chopped in the neck by a great axe and survive. Especially in games like D&D and Pathfinder, you need to put that realism aside. Otherwise, you're going to have a very different experience. Which for you and your table, that's what you're after. Go for it. But you're going to need to make, one swipe of a sword. That's a kill. One stab. That's a kill. One bite from a direwolf. That's a kill. And it's basically going to be one hit kill forever. Otherwise, one random chomp from just a bigger creature killing you is going to feel horrible. If Swallow Hole works as it does, I'm actually curious. How much damage does it do? Swallow Hole. So you have to imagine the players are all level 20. If it swallows you whole, you are taking, on average, 12 plus 20, so that's 32. You're taking an average of 50 damage a round, which is a lot. It is a lot. But if you're level 20, you've got about 250 to 300 health. If your fighter or your barbarian or your champion is in there, they can probably get the heart sliver. The hard part's going to be getting them out. It's only Rupture 40. Now, I forget if Rupture has to be all in one attack or if it's over time, like over 2 rounds. I think it might be all in one turn. Excuse me. Yeah, the swallowed creature takes the listed amount of damage. A swallowed creature can attack the monster who swallowed it, but only with armed attacks with lighter bulk or less. The engulfing creature is flat-footed. If the monster takes from a single attack. So you just only deal 40 damage. But again, if you are level 20, 40 damage is not that hard to do. Every game I've had has one shot my characters and respond with, oh, well, it's how the game works. That's not a good game. To me, at least. Again, I'm not here to judge other people's tables, but that's not fun. It is not fun to be like, and you're dead. Sucks, bro. It's nothing fun at all. Really like, should check Discord. No worries, Andrew. No worries. We still got another, X amount of time left. But I do need to run to the bathroom. So I will be back. You all ruminate. Sit here. Let me pull up the next. Is that our boy Krampus? It's our boy Krampus. Y'all just look at that for a minute and I'll be back. All right, y'all. Let's talk Krampus. Is he going to drop lump of coal or Krampus's head? That was a joke that only 2 of you are going to get. All right, hold on.
Good little children, lay down your heads. Good little children, pray in your beds. The Krampus comes to hunt you tonight, his cloven hooves on snow so white. The kind and gentle turn him way, but naughty ones won't see the day.
I got it! Isaac! That is a Binding of Isaac reference, and I appreciate it immensely. Let's go. All right. So, interesting. They've got a lot of a gift from Krampus. Is it just coal? What's wrong with that coal? Is this different from the already released Krampus? Is it worse? I have no idea. That's why I'm so interested. A cavalcade of imitators. In some regions, Krampus has inspired a tradition of masked revelers who dress up in hides, horns, and cloven-footed boots to imitate him. Okay. Look at this art! Oh my god! That's so good! That is amazing Krampus art. Holy cow. That is the coolest looking Krampus I've ever seen. I know what I'm doing for an Xmas-themed one-shot. Oh my god, where every player plays a mythical monster. That'd be so fun. While Krampus is a fearsome and merciless being, he's not without his admirers. There are some that believe that his adherence to punishing evildoers and those who stray into wickedness suggests a sense of good and morality within Krampus's heart. These Krampus enthusiasts sometimes even create art that centers Krampus as some kind of loving and misunderstood creature, simply waiting for the right person to show him kindness and love. Aww. Sad Krampus. Sad Krampus. That's great. Confronting Krampus. The Krampus imitator. It's a level 8 creature? No, wait. The Krampus celebrant stands for, just below, befit these revelers for a festival gone wrong. Oh my god. They maraud, vandalize. Holy cow. Krampus is a good boy. He just hurts the bad. The horned mind. Okay, so yeah, it's not adding any mechanics for Krampus. It's just adding more lore, new items, stuff like that. That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So it's definitely rough because it kind of sucks to get all of this and be like, by the way, if you want to use Krampus, you need Bestiary 2 or 3 or whatever. It's kind of a slap in the face, but it is cool for those of us who already have it. Holy cow. That's so cool. What are the branches here? Golden Rod Memento. I don't think my players will still fight it just with a ranged attacks, maybe even siege weapons. But that's not fair to like the players who are specifically melee built. You know, just being able to be like, oh, by the way, barbarian who has a great axe and dual swords and literally nothing else to your character because you only took feats for melee. You don't get to play this fight. You get to throw throwing axes at half your normal bonus because you're not proficient in them. And this wouldn't be great. Now I'm wondering where I can go to get the Krampus stat block. It's on Archives of Nethys. Just look up Krampus, Pathfinder 2e. We are known at imitators. Are you? Are any of you imitating me? Y'all owe me royalties. This coin-sized golden pin depicts a bundle of 5 trimmed tree branches. Once you've stolen the pin, accepted it from Krampus willingly, or carried it for at least a minute, its curse activates. After that happens, the pin fastens itself to your clothing, providing you an insistent empathic admonition not to be naughty and constantly informing Krampus of your location as status. The spell. The pin reappears and reattaches itself within moments if discarded or destroyed. The pin constantly monitors your actions, judging you against a good aligned champion's code of conduct. Plus the following third tenet. You must never knowingly steal or inflict harm with the goal of stealing the victim's wealth. This is amazing. Give this to your chaotic neutral rogue.
Here's your royalty.
Thank you for my royalty. Blazing, preach. Big preach to everyone who's donated today. I really appreciate it so much. Okay. Whenever you violate this code of conduct, one of the golden branches tarnishes. During the winter following the curse activating, the pin transforms based on the number of golden branches remaining. If you still have all 5 branches, you get gold equal to your level times 25, or absolution for your misdeeds as a critically successful atone ritual for any good aligned faith. That's hilarious. If you're level 10, you just get... I mean, actually, that's not that much gold. In retrospect, what, 250 gold if you're level 10? That's not that much. Yeah, Cosmic Live, that's what I do. Like, if I need to look up a fighter feat, I just look up fighter feat 2e, and Archives of Nethys pops right up. That's not that much, but I guess if you're already a good person, if you lost 1 or 2 branches, you just get 10 gold and a successful atone ritual. If you lose 3 or 4 branches... Hold on, I want to hear this voice acted by a British woman. Thank you, McFatson, for the $2 donation. Wait for it.
That's so cool.
Still hung up on Skin Witch. Good patron idea.
Yeah, I'm a skin witch. I worship the hag of skin stealing, and I cast skin-based spells. Oh boy. Ooh, if you lose 3 or 4 branches, the pin transforms into a leering Krampus face. It grants you weakness 5 to bludgeoning, and you can't remove it. And if you lose all the branches, the pin transforms into Krampus, who appears in an adjacent space and knows of exactly what you did while wearing the pin. That's so cool. It's about the moral reward. Yeah, sure. It's just, this definitely is less and less good the higher level you are. If you're like level 3, 75 gold goes a long way. But if you're level 10, 250, I feel like this could have been 50 times your level and been fine. What am I looking at? I think this is going to be the last one for the stream. I'm getting tired and hungry. I'm just very confused. Coercius? I just need to know what this is. We scrolling. The Tagas Labyrinth? Moral reward not having to deal with Krampus. Fair. The Sandstorm Top. That's cool. Okay. So, what is Coercius? Oh! Oh! I don't like it! I don't like that at all! It's got hands on its hand! Ooh! Oh my god, writhing gristle?
So cool.
Well, we got some donations coming in.
What is that bloodborne looking thing?
I don't know, Blazing, and I'm terrified. And Ezra for the $5, thank you. Love it, McFatson. Where's my British woman? Where's my British woman reading Ezra's comment?
That's so cool.
You've made your point on the swallowing thing. As an apology for bothering you about it, take this $5.
No need to apologize, man. We're here to facilitate discussion. I have nothing wrong with discussion as long as it doesn't devolve into like argument and anger stuff. You know what I mean? I am always down to discuss and debate as long as neither side ends up belittling the others. You know, like I'm not saying don't run it your way. If your table is fine with something like that, one-shotting someone, go for it. Some people are super into that kind of realism. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I just know there's a lot of people who, especially if you've played to that level, to be one-shot by something like that would feel really bad. So yeah, it's just all about, you know, comparing experiences, comparing ideas, and not calling one or the other wrong. Unless they're, you know, racist or some garbage. At a distance, the creature known as Coercius might be mistaken for a crawling undead hand, possessed of 2 thumbs instead of 1. These thumbs are actually its hind limbs, which it can clumsily stand upon should it choose. Each of its finger-like limbs bears a smaller hand on the end, giving it an eerie gait possessed of too many moving joints. Wedged within the wrist-shaped tissue that make up the creature's head are 3 bloodshot eyes, glaring balefully. Did it actually have 2 thumbs? Oh, it does have 2 thumbs! Oh, it does have 2 thumbs! I didn't even notice it was the wrong number of fingers! Whether parts of its base nature are due to its long imprisonment, Coercius appears to be skinned and rotting, its body riddled with ragged holes held together by raw sinew. Despite its glistening and putrid appearance, it isn't undead, nor does it leave any trace of blood or gristle in its wake. Those who believe its condition might slow it down are often shocked by the creature's jittering speed, and those who believe they might be able to track it by the scent of rotting flesh find themselves inhaling the beast's deadly, exhausting spores instead.
Cool.
I want to vomit.
I want to vomit.
The more you read, the coerce I feel. The hand and its hands. When encountering another creature, Coercius doesn't approach initially, instead observing the stranger while hidden or at a distance. While it might grow bolder and approach to examine or provoke another being, it prefers to avoid direct confrontation and is intelligent and stealthy enough to deftly avoid discovery. Its presence proves deadly enough even without any further aggression, as those who Coercius stalks eventually succumb to a lethal lethargy. It can smell exhaustion. Oh, addictive exhaustion. Is that one of its abilities? No. Oh, it's a disease. Okay. I thought it could smell exhaustion, which would have been really cool. Pinion. As a reaction, if a creature within 10 feet of Coerces tries to fly and it's standing on its hind thumbs, it lashes out, attempting to swing. Just slaps the crap out of you. If it hits, it's knocked to the ground. Don't try to fly next to it, otherwise it'll just slap you. It'll slap the crap out of you. It can just punch you with a... It can just literally punch you with a hand. It has a sling? What? Someone asked this in chat. Why does it have a sling? Can it just like lift up one of its fingers with a hand on the end and shoot out a sling with it? Infectious spores. For 2 actions, Coerces releases a choking field of spores within 30-foot radius, continuing to release them until the end of its next turn. Creatures who begin their turn within the area or who enter the area attempt a fort save. On a fail, they become afflicted with addictive exhaustion, which causes sickened 1. One skill of the creature's choice doesn't suffer this status penalty. Oh, the status penalty from the sickened condition. As stage 1, but sickened 2 and fatigued. Stage 3, sickened 3, incurable hunger and thirst, and fatigued. Interesting. So until you get rid of this, it doesn't have a duration. No, it's only for 1 day. And then it's gone? Huh. It has ammo. It looks like a Pokemon. Gauge potential. Coerces studies a creature it can see, attempting to predict its actions. The creature attempts a DC 32 will save. On a failed save, Coerces predicts the creature's moves, gaining a +2 circumstance bonus to attack rolls and AC. Dude! This is actually super similar to the Swashbuckler subclass I developed on my Patreon. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description to the No Net One's Patreon. There's a Swashbuckler subclass in there that is somewhat similar to this. Obviously not as strong, but kind of similar, and it's kind of cool. Rear back. Stands on its 2 hind limbs, bringing its other 4 limbs to bear on its foes. Coerces stays reared back until it uses a single action to return. While reared back, it is clumsy 1, but can use pinion and yank. For 2 actions while reared back, it can attack you and attempt to steal your weapon. Oh, it's just disarm. Okay. It's just disarm. But it's a disarm that also attacks. But it's thievery. So it is disarm, but it's thievery instead of athletics, and because it's a special kind of check, it doesn't have the attack trait. That's really cool. Since it's not officially disarm, it doesn't take the -5. Neat. Pokemon is done by Junji Ito.
Cool. I'm gonna get going. Has been fun as always. Later all.
See you later, Blazing. Thanks for hanging out. Always a pleasure. We'll be wrapping up after this one anyway, because my voice is starting to go. 2 hours is a lot.
Cool.
Yo.
Happy early Hugger Krampus Day.
And a happy early Hugger Krampus Day to you as well, Squirrel Games. Thank you so much for the generous donation. Thank you all. Everyone who's donated, I greatly appreciate it. That's so nice, especially in the holidays when money is tight. And even if you haven't donated, I appreciate you just being here with me. This has been a ton of fun. We've still got 160 people in here. Oh, man. We're going to wrap this up, and it's going to have been a great stream. Alternate abilities. Careless Block. As a reaction, if someone tries to strike it, it blocks the triggering strike by snapping its sling or a stolen weapon into a blocking position. It can steal your weapon and then use it to block an ally's damage, potentially breaking your weapon. That's such a unique interaction. I love it. I never drank the hot sauce. I never promised hot sauce. Missed opportunity to name it Yoink. Looks like my hand after a failed attempt at petting a hedge. Oh, man. Dude, honestly, I don't know what it is about streaming. It kills my voice. I can do a 3-hour-long show, like live theater, and be fine. But I can play video games with my friends for 6 hours straight and be fine. Something about streaming. I think it's because I'm super, I think it's because I'm loud. I think it's because I'm very emphatic. And I always stream when girlfriend isn't home, so I'm super into it. My voice dies so fast. How many weapons can it hold at once? If it's reared back, I'm guessing 4. Because it has 4 hands. Oi, oi, what's up, Corey? How's it going? Rain Blows. For 3 actions while reared back, it can strike every creature within its reach up to 4 strikes. It can attack... Oh my god, this thing can wield weapons. Sling becomes reload 0 instead of reload 1. That makes sense, because one hand can be, like, 2 hands can be reloading it while the other one just keeps attacking. I actually love that. Smash and grab. Strides up to twice its speed. At the end of its movement, it can make a melee limb strike and grab. All right. Neat. Very cute. They call it stamina, something you need to build. Fair. I am streaming more every Monday. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you all missed it, every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are streaming Wrath of the Righteous, and I'm actually enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. A few of Tonga's tragic wonders have escaped the city, brought out by explorers or blown out by chance windstorms. Game piece Chariot. The stone figurine by a chariot pulled by 2 horses was used by Tekratanan adults during strategy game competitions. Mischievous adolescents snatch pieces like this one for joyriding. Once per day, you place the figurine on the ground and roll it forward. As the chariot begins to move, it expands to the size of a large, heavy chariot pulled by 2 animated stone war horses. You can board the chariot and drive it up to 80 feet in a straight line. Wow. Cool. So once per day, this thing grows, you ride it, and then it shrinks back down. And you can use that to trample creatures. That's amazing. What'd you miss? A lot, Korea. A ton. You missed a boogeyman, you missed a yeti, you missed a hag, you missed a dragon, you missed baby dragons, you missed a lot of stuff. This guy becoming a gunslinger. Sandstorm Top, we saw this one earlier. On Tekratan the holidays, children reenacted legendary battles of deities by playing with magical tops. Though the paint on the wooden top has long since faded, its magical runes once gleamed yellow gold and fiery orange, evoking the color of the sky during a sandstorm. To set this top in motion, wind a string around its bottom and upward... It's a Beyblade. It's just a Beyblade. It's actually a Beyblade. You throw the sandstorm top 10 feet away from you. For 1 minute, it spins, generating a magical sandstorm in a 5-foot radius. 4d6 slashing damage for any creature that starts or moves in the area, and any creature within the sandstorm begins suffocating. That's a sandstorm Beyblade. Yeah, I think that's as good a part as any to end the stream. You don't get better than a sandstorm Beyblade. So, you check for more archetypes. I'll do a quick slide through real quick, but I don't think there's any more. I think I was the only one at the top. Monsters. We got a creepy looking, another witch. Mosquito witch! I love you. Sandpoint Devil. The Pit. Yo! This thing's only level 10? Love it. It's the weakest thing we've seen in the book so far. What are you? What are you? Some Nalu. You're only level 15. You're really cool. Oh, so metal. There's a new witch patron? Really? I haven't seen it. Spring-heeled Jack. Jack's little love. Jack. Ooh, what's up, Spring-heeled Jack? Tajitai. Is this it? Is this the other witch patron? The Tajitai? Taljai? You're cool looking. Ooh, you're cool looking. Level 18? Holy cow. And a bunch of masks. Oh my god, depending on what mask it's wearing, it has different abilities. That's rad. The Tehialai? Tell me it's the skin patron. I passed it? Oh, it was the Mosquito Witch was an actual patron. Oh. Really? Wait. The Mosquito Witch was the patron? Where? Hema Prophet. Mosquito Witch is a creature? I don't think it's a... Oh, there it is! It gives you the Buzzing Bites cantrip, Hex. 1 action, 30 feet, 1 creature, sustained. 1d4 piercing damage, sickening. Deal the piercing damage initially, and then every time you sustain, starting on the round after you cast it, rolling the damage based on the target's saving throw result each time. So the target gets a new save every time. Or maybe... No, only once. Wow, that's amazing. Like, it's balanced because it's fortitude, but if they crit fail, you just get to do 2d4 damage every turn for 1 action. No save, nothing else. That's amazing. That's so good. Is that all it gives, though? It doesn't... Don't patrons usually give, like, a greater spell? I haven't played a witch. I haven't done any witch research, so I don't know. So it's Mothman. Yeah, that's pretty good. It doesn't add your spell mod, so it might only do 1 damage, but it's still pretty good. Cool. All right. I think we're going to call it. I don't even know what we're looking at this point. What is this? Phalai, Thief of Ships. I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, my thalassophobia is kicking in real hard. Anyway, thalassophobia is real. We're going to end it off because I'm very... What phobia? Thalassophobia. I'll spell it for you. It is the fear of the ocean. Thalassophobia. Oh, I'm sure you can definitely read that on top of the white background. There you go. Thalassophobia. Fear of the ocean. Fear of the deep dark. I hate it. This triggers so much inside me right now. This triggers... I've played Subnautica. I've played like 3 hours of Subnautica on a stream 2 years ago. It's a nightmare. I had to like pause and breathe like every 5 minutes. It was awful. Anyway. Time to scare no elements with an ocean campaign. No! Don't do it. Why are we out of focus again? How long have we been out of focus? Focus on me. Hello! I'm here! Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Alright, I guess we're ending this stream out of focus. That's it for me. I'm going to go eat some dinner because I'm super hungry and get some water because I'm super thirsty. But this book is awesome. Definitely check out Monsters of Myth, as well as Lost Omens Absalom is a whole thing I haven't touched. I don't know if I'll touch that one or not. I don't know how well that would go over as a stream review because it's pretty much just lore, like a couple mechanics here or there. We'll find out. But I'm going to go. I'm going to head out. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. All right? I'll see you soon. Until next time, no nat ones. New video tomorrow.